Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and today we are playing a game from Sofdelux Studio. Disaster Log C. That's all for the intro. Let's just begin. Okay, now it worked. Now it clicked somehow. Disaster Log C001. As of right now, September 2nd. Okay, with that second you got me for a second. Actually, December 2nd when I'm recording that. 1:36 p.m. Okay, not even close to my time. 1:39 in the morning. It has been raining ceaselessly for 7 days. Our island has never seen anything like this. At least, there is no record of this much consecutive rain in the past century. Theories of rising sea levels due to all this heavy rainfall are proving to be true. There have been reports of calamitous floods along the coastline, which I predict will engulf elevation region D within the next 2 to 3 hours. Whoa. Or perhaps it's already breached the leaves, which would explain the current blackout here in Region C. I'm running on a backup generator now. In addition to the power outage, the net has been down for 3 hours and 6 minutes. And you can tell I'm addicted to the net, given that I'm actually counting the time so accurately. I have received an emergency SMS notification. Just say text message. Too far, despite the situation easily warranting. And there is one now.
Attention! Attention! All Region C citizens, due to severe flooding across the nation, we advise you to remain indoors. Do not evacuate to higher ground. Emergency services are sending rescue vehicle. We once again advise you to... This is...
Resuming log momentarily. Mel.
This is complete bullshit! Calm down, Mel. Calm down. You're just upset because you warned them this would happen and they were still underprepared. Up to. If they had taken my reports seriously at the start, they would know that they are asking everyone to drown in their own homes. Okay. This is exactly why I invested in a backup plan. Ahem.
What's the backup plan? Disaster log C001 resumed. September 2nd, 1:38 p.m. Emergency Services has asked residents of Region C to remain in their homes and await rescue. However, her inner monologue, my voice. Okay? When she speaks, it's her voice. Otherwise, it's my voice. Narration, my voice, and so on. In case you are new and you don't know how it works here, basically. Anyway, however, in the interest of keeping my equipment running, in order to continue gathering and monitoring weather data to do my job, I will be evacuating on my own, in a boat I've prepared in case of emergency. End log. I mean, it's a good idea to be prepared in this way. Wait, this is from Nom Nom Nami as well. What? Wasn't this completely different death? Or maybe they helped? I guess it is a common thing on H to see like a few devs making games together. I did not Who am I kidding? I should have expected that. I mean, lately all we are playing is Nom Nom Nami. Now it's kind of indirectly. Continue.
Nom 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 nom.
Disaster log. That's an... Is this a sheep? It interesting design. Disaster log C002, September 2nd, 7:40 p.m. I've completed a transfer of professional equipment and personal effects to my evacuation boat. Let's have a look properly. I mean, not tragic. Could be worse. It's a modestly sized vessel, split up into 4 sections. The helm, kitchen and dining area, cabin where I'll sleep, and the engine in the back. Wait, you have engine in the car? Oh my god. This will be a nightmare. You will not be able to sleep. Oh, okay, so I guess those were actually separate rooms, but we've only seen one of them. Got it? Got it? Never mind what I said then. The intensity of rainfall has varied over the past 6 hours, but still has yet to cease entirely. The puddles near my doorstep have grown to 6.2 inches in depth, and the gutter at the end of my driveway has become a small muddy river. At this rate, I expect my house to be fully submerged by tomorrow. Oh my god, that sucks. That sucks. And again, actually, over here in the land of Poland, when there is a strong rain, it doesn't even take much time for houses to get, well, not submerged, but definitely for the water to get into them. Especially who have, like, for example, garage that is going below level of ground, because it happens, right? Yeah, that garage will... You better don't have anything low on the floor. I know, our drainage systems suck so much, it's crazy. And unfortunately, I don't mean that they suck the water down. They don't, that's the problem. They're just terrible. Anywho, maybe she's actually in Poland as well. And, well, I guess it's gotten even worse. I must also know that I've seen no signs of emergency services in my area, nor have I received any further text messages, or should I say notifications. To be absolutely safe, I've brought 2 weeks worth of food. It should be more than enough to survive on for the time being. I mean, yeah, you can also try fishing. The sea level can't possibly rise and infinitum. I'm making a temporary retreat until the storm clears up. I'll continue to record weather data from this boat as long as GPS is functioning, and as long as this rain continues. As soon as I can re-establish a net connection, I'll be contacting those at Region SS and sending my data along to aid evacuation planning. End log.
But if I can get back online, I'll be forced to deliver it myself tomorrow morning. That will be messy. In times like this, everyone is seeking higher ground, and there isn't a lot of room up there. It's chaos, to be sure. Building myself a vessel was definitely the right call. I'd like to avoid going up to SS on foot, but the flooding couldn't possibly reach past Region B, could it? Worst case scenario, it'd be too late for my data to be on the news by the time I made it up to SS. I should at least sound like I'm trying for the logs. Right, BR8? It's time for dinner and a quick nap. I can't expect a full night's rest as long as I have to keep this boat above water. This will be quite a challenge, but I will survive it, huh? You're all I've got, so don't get swept away or anything.
Was that the plushie? Nice.
Heavy. Who is this? Metal. With a knife.
Ooh, morning. Wah! Ouch! she's so rude, knocking me off the bed like that. How'd you get in here? And were you about to stab me? Oh yeah, you're right. I was about to kill you, but you're in luck. I'm taking you hostage instead.
What?
You don't know what a hostage is, and from the looks of your boat, I figured you were a smart one.
I know what the hostage is. How the freak did you get in here?
Hey? Oh, spicy! I'm trying to survive the flood just like you.
You're gonna kill me and steal my boat.
That was the plan, sure, but now I'm only borrowing your boat and taking you hostage. And hey, don't try anything funny. I've got a knife.
Alright, you might have a weapon, but so do I. Logic.
Ooh, what?
So, let me explain the situation to you.
Alright, you're interesting. I'll listen.
You don't want to steal this boat. There is not enough food for us both. We have food for 2 weeks, right? Let's say
you don't want to steal this boat. Trust me, this boat sucks. I've never built one before. It could sink at any second.
Oh, seems sturdy enough to me, and I know my stuff when it comes to what floats good.
Well, the engine is
working just fine. Check on all that stuff before deciding to steal it from you.
Damn, I guess there's really no reason she shouldn't want this boat right now.
you don't know how this boat works. There is not enough food for us both. You don't know how this works. Maybe this one. Does she? I mean, I guess Mel made the boat, so maybe it has some weird steering or whatever. Let's see.
You don't know how to operate the boat, right? I'm the only one who knows.
That's true. For right now. You find the manual. I won't need you anymore, right?
There isn't any manual. I didn't bother making one. I'm all you've got. You need me around.
Oh, right. But only as long as it takes for you to teach me how to drive your fancy airboat.
It's far too complicated for a criminal like you.
Listen, hostage. I've stolen all kinds of boats down the coast. Don't underestimate me. Sorry, I misspoke.
And now I made her mad. But it seems like she understands she will need me in order to learn how to work everything. It will buy some time, but...
Really? We still have to go with that? I mean, okay.
This boat is equipped... This boat is equipped with food to last me 1 week. That's me by myself. Got it? It can't provide for 2.
Wait, wasn't it 2 weeks?
If I'm generous and we split it 60-40, I'll be good for 4 whole days. That's not so bad.
It's my food.
But you're my hostage. I could just eat it all myself.
Right. But like I said, you need me alive. That was a dangerous lie. Once she sees the pantry, she'll know we can both last a good while. Hopefully the rain stops before it runs out.
Wait for it. I have a line that will definitely work on her. That's right. We are going to stop her from what she's trying to do, so steal our boat.
You shouldn't be going around stealing boats. Don't you feel any guilt at all?
Nope, not one bit.
How?
Because I steal from people like you, surrounded by all your expensive gadgets and nice things you don't need. See, I'm a distributor. I give all the good stuff to people who deserve it, which means your nice boat is mine now.
I guess she thinks of herself as some sort of Robin Hood. That's one way to moralize it. My call's pretty noble too, for, right? They give my reports, know how much help to send and to where. Maybe we can both get what we want out of this. Okay, I'll teach you how my boat works, but I need to eat to be able to do that effectively.
That's what I like to hear. Deal, I'll feed you.
Thank you. Wait, I should be thanking you. You're taking me hostage.
Hoo, my yeah. But since I ended up not killing you, you better be grateful for at least that.
Have you killed people before?
Well,
don't ask for that. I don't want to know. If you go around stealing boats, you're bound to have drowned some folks. And after you got everything you need from me, you might
throw you overboard, righto! So better listen to me, my hostage.
Of course. Can I ask one more question? Your name?
Oh yeah, it's Issa.
Wow. I can't believe you told me just like that. Aren't you afraid of being reported after all of this?
I mean, I'm not worried. The coast is all wiped out anyway. There is no one to run from anymore.
Hey.
What? Don't give me that look. I still have a knife, you know.
You don't... Oh, like you know? Okay. You don't know what you're doing, do you?
You've got some nerve usage. Maybe I'll chop off your pinky finger to show you how serious I am.
Please don't. I need that to type.
You'd manage without it.
I apologize. Forgot what I said.
No, that's enough questions out to you. I want to see if there is no manual, like you said. And if you lied, you're going overboard after all.
This blows. There isn't an actual manual, right? Disaster log C003. September 3rd, 8:27 AM. At some point last night, an individual who seems to be from the coast snuck aboard my boat. I'm currently being held hostage by her. She identified herself as Issa, and she's armed with a large knife. After an exchange in which she realized I was necessary to keep this boat running, we came to a compromise. She's letting me live as long as I show her the ropes, so to speak. So I'll be doing that, as slowly as I can manage. She's been asleep for 2 hours and 14 minutes. I considered disarming her, but I'm not confident she can be physically overwhelmed. She's a demon, an intimidating yet slender pirate, with shark teeth. Strike that last part, it's irrelevant. What's important is, this incident hasn't gotten in the way of my work recording data. It has continued to rain at a steady rate through the night. As I suspected in the previous log, my house is very likely submerged. I'll continue with my original mission, despite these unforeseen circumstances with Issa. The net is still down, so I'm planning on making a personal visit to the weather center if I can. They will be able to make use of my data. It could possibly save lives. I've not yet explained the mission to Issa, in fear of sabotage. I'm not sure how she would react, proceeding with extreme caution for now. End log. Trying to record confidential disaster logs while my captor sleeps. This is some risky business. But I have to do my job. I have to survive. At least you're here with me, Barrett. I'm going to have to keep you hidden so she doesn't threaten to stab you too. Disaster log C004, September 3rd, 12:24 PM. Upon finally waking up, my captor demanded I make her breakfast. I peacefully complied with her orders. I hear footsteps, still raining, no net connection, and log.
Hey hostage! You lied about how much food there was, didn't you?
What did you expect?
Pretty gutsy of you, but don't lie to me anymore. Liars! Walk the plank!
Alright, I'll be as honest as possibly can then.
Good. It looks like we'll be spending the next week or so together, so let's get to know each other. I've been pretty curious about everything on your net, but what's all your equipment for anyway?
Let's go with explain only what's necessary. It measures atmospheric conditions.
So your job is?
to record the data my equipment provides.
And what's the data for?
Analyzing weather patterns.
Wouldn't it go faster if you just explained it all at once anyway? What's the point of all of this stuff when you can just look outside and see the weather for yourself?
Because this equipment helps me predict the weather in advance. Can you see how valuable this is in our situation?
So, you can tell me when the sun's coming out next?
It's hard to say. I need more data.
Useless.
Hey,
At least you were honest. Good hostage.
do I get to a turn to ask you something now?
Nope, don't feel like it. Hurry up and teach me how your boat works.
Understood.
Disaster log C005, September 3rd, 10:35 p.m. Hostage situation update. I spent the entire day at Esau's beck and call. I managed to draw out the boat instruction till after a mid-afternoon lunch break. Around 5 p.m. I ran out of things to explain. I fully expect to be thrown overboard at this point with no contingency plan. However, she likes my cooking and has decided to keep me around as some kind of hostage servant. Now that she's in charge of navigating my ship, she insists I call her Captain Issa. She's reckless, demanding, and takes joy in making me do her bidding. For these reasons, I still believe she's some kind of demon. It's been difficult to do my work under these conditions, but I'm managing. Still, no idea when the rain will let up. Beginning to think it won't. Beginning to think I'll die serving the demon captain and pointlessly measuring the continuous rain every couple hours. And luck, I guess.
I need to come up with a plan. I need a better direction to steer towards. Things are so hopeless. I expected the nets to come back by now. And I can't hope to make it to Region SS while I'm being held hostage, obviously. Are the floods getting worse? I knew everyone expected to get bad, but how far can the sea rise? How many casualties are we facing here? It's as if the ocean's swallowing our entire world. What good is my data if all it's giving me is despair? And to be immediately taken hostage at the onset of this voyage. How useless am I?
A bit.
Disaster log C006, September 4th, 7:43 a.m. Let's have a sip of water. Yeah. Thought long and hard last night about what I should be doing. I decided to put survival first and foremost for the time being. Currently making breakfast for Captain Issa. She's no longer threatening me with her knife, so that's progress. I've kept up on recording the rainfall, of course. No major changes in the past 24 hours. We're in open water now. Islands barely visible through all the mist. No matter how far we go, the rain's the same. Freaking rain. Not sure if Captain Issa's deliberately steering us somewhere or wasting fuel by...
What are you doing?
Hey, and look! I was just talking to myself.
Oh, you're keeping a diary.
Of sorts.
You really are an interesting one. So is the food gonna be ready?
5 more minutes. Listen, Captain.
Captain Issa here. Something to report, hostage?
I don't think the rain will be stopping before we run out of food. I advise pursuing more sustainable meal options.
We're gonna be stuck here for a while, huh? Then it's a good thing you have me, your captain.
How so?
Since you taught me about your boat, I'll teach you to fish. Isn't that generous of me?
Fishing? Yeah, guess that's the obvious option, huh?
What's wrong, my hostage? Not a big fan of coastal cuisine?
I don't like fish. They taste strange.
Depends which one.
That's because you don't eat them fresh. I'll show how to prepare it, but you're doing all the cooking.
How generous.
Don't talk back. Remember, I'm in charge of the ship.
Disaster log C007. September 4th, 11:14 AM. Learned how to fish this morning. I must purchase some basic fishing equipment at some point because Captain Isa found it and showed it all at me. I've read up on how to do this stuff before, but she sounded incredibly experienced. It was a huge help. She told me that rain makes the fish go wild. Have they been going wild for the 9 days straight? When will we see the sun again? When can we all rest? That's all I can think about.
What are you doing in there, What are you doing in there, hostage? I've still got to teach how to cook what you got. Right.
Lunchtime. End log.
So how was it? You finished everything on your plate?
As a matter of survival, of course. I need all the nutrients I can get.
Just made I change your mind about fish.
I was acceptable sustenance.
You talk weird. Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure, you're the one with the knife.
Relax, I'm gonna use it against you, as long as I don't feel like it.
Oh yes, my fate depends entirely on your mood, I understand.
What was that, hostage? Don't trust me?
What did you want to ask?
Oh yeah, we're alone on this boat, right? No extra somebody I know about?
Yeah. Additional plan was as a solo voyage, then you ruined it.
Oh? So are there 2 beds? And 2 chairs?
Oh, because it looked too sad when there was only one of each.
Sad? Well, I'm not complaining since it works out for me. As long as you don't turn out to have some tragic story about a lover who was supposed to escape with you but couldn't make it in time.
Nope. No tragically missing lovers here. Just filling space.
Just filling space. You're really lucky I'm here then.
I wouldn't call that luck. Maybe I did, albeit subconsciously wants to leave room for someone else. But not for the likes of her. She's a criminal. A strange fish-loving criminal.
Well, whatever. No one else in your region built a boat as far as I noticed. Thanks to your weirdness, we're pretty well off. I better get back to keeping his hunk of scrap metal, of course. Do the dishes, hostage.
Were you headed somewhere in particular?
You will see.
Disaster log C008, September 4th, 1:27 PM. Quick update. Captain Lisa revealed our current destination. She has some kind of offshore rock she frequents, completely private, all her own. I'm convinced it's been long submerged. We're going anyway. End log.
We should be able to get there before sundown. There's some emergency supplies and treasures I want to check on.
Treasures?
Hehe, my trophies from the ships I've conquered.
Stolen goods.
Hey, you think I'm a villain, don't ya?
Well...
Come on, let's hear your honest opinion, hostage.
You're totally evil. It's probably more nuanced than that. Are you actually good or something? Let's go with more nuanced.
You may be a little tyrant taking advantage of a desperate situation in order to terrorize me, but you haven't actually killed me yet, or even harmed me at all.
What?
In fact, other than the forced servitude thing, our relationship is surprisingly amicable.
Idiot! Are you trying to make me prove my badness? I could throw you overboard whenever I wanted!
But you haven't so far.
I don't playing with you. Go record your stupid weather data or something. I'm very busy here.
She threw a fit. What an odd girl.
I'm not sure if that was a good choice or not, whatever. Disaster log C009. Night 9. September 4th, 5:46 PM. Reached Varrock. It's a small islet. Looks to be approximately 5 square meters. That's definitely more than 5 square meters. Minimal vegetation.
What
I'm freaking baffled by how it's still above sea level, unless most of it is presently submerged. How's it still here when the ocean back home was up to Region C? Disembarking soon. We'll report back tonight. End log.
Here we are, my treasure trove. Wanna come see inside?
Captain, this island, how big was it before?
What do you mean, how big was it before? It's about the same size it's always been. Still happy you taught me about that GPS thingy, made it much easier to find than usual.
I thought... Wasn't the ocean rising?
Huh?
That's the only explanation for how bad it's gotten.
Are you an idiot?
It was the only explanation. They reported over and over in the news.
You really thought all this rain was making the whole ocean rise that much?
But the reports...
Oh, bullshit, obviously.
What? What do you know? There's solid data behind the theory. I've seen it.
I must have read 100 threads about it on the net over the past week. You're calling that bullshit?
Yeah, I am, because they got it totally wrong.
Hey? Wait. You think the island's top scientists and specialists all got it wrong? I just hit something with my elbow. You think you know more than them?
How often does it rain up there in, what, Ren'Py, see?
On average?
You're the weather girl. Tell me the stats for the rainfall in your region versus the coast.
It's about the same across all the regions. We're an island. 90 or so days out of the year we experience light rains.
Wrong! I've always heard there are more sunny days the higher up you go.
That's nonsense.
I counted last year. All the days I could see the sun. Guess how many I came up with? I'll give you a hint. I could count them on my fingers.
Hey, I haven't seen any reports that would suggest...
Whatever reports you read are bullshit. Are you telling me I'm mistaken? Me, who's lived on the coast all my life? There were 10 sunny days last year. I only got as far as 3 for this one.
Hey, that doesn't make any sense.
In all that time, rains never made the ocean rise far enough to swallow my entire home. So obviously, the whole island's sinking. What do you expect? It's made of mud.
The whole... I think everyone would have noticed if that were the case.
Sounds like they were only looking at the water. So of course they believed it was rising up to swallow them. You upper curriculum nerds only see what's right in front of your faces. That's why you all scrambled and died when the ground fell out from under you.
I just hadn't considered it.
Well, no. Enough lollygagging. We didn't come here to stand around in the rain. When it comes to my treasure, what?
I wouldn't be surprised if she would, like, drop down to the ground and just, stare it into distance.
Sure, let's go. Let's go.
Fine, show me your treasure.
But it's a good spot. I've never shown it to anyone before. Consider yourself lucky, hostage.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's all this?
These are my treasures. All the wonderful things I found on my adventures.
Plush toys. A toaster. More plush toys. It's... not what I expected. Actually, I was half expecting this was where you kept the bodies.
Bah! Ah! Like I'm some serial killer.
It was entirely possible for you to take me to the cave full of your trophies, intending to add me to the collection.
Well, it's pretty dark. You've got some anxious issues to work through, hostage.
I'm lucky it turned out to be an innocent pile of junk. Why would you say that?
Well, I guess I didn't expect someone like you to really get it anyway.
Sound like me, huh?
Everything in your house was like new. No personality. Extremely boring.
You were in my house.
Before I snuck out in your boat, I checked inside. Yeah, pissed me off knowing you buried yourself in all the junk.
I don't have anyone to provide for, so I have a lot of disposable income. What's wrong with spending it?
You're giving it to all the people above you so they can fill their own houses with nicer, even more useless junk. My collection's different. I know exactly where each piece came from and who I got it from.
From the looks of it, you're a big fan of stealing from children.
What? Stephanimas? Those are, well, really important. Not stolen, okay? You have one too, don't ya? You're bear.
Yeah, I do.
That's how I could tell that you're not bad.
What are you talking about? You have a whole pile of stuffed bears and you're awful.
Guess it's not a very good measure of character after all. Let's get back on the boat. I'm starving. You better cook me up a good meal, my dear hostage.
Leave it to me.
This, you know what? Let's read this, and after we read this disaster log, we'll end the episode. Disaster log C010, September 4th, 10:12 p.m. Learned a lot today. Our island's sinking. It will keep sinking until the rain stops, I bet. So I guess there is not much I can do. The net hasn't come back because the servers have been long submerged. So I guess, yeah, I guess, freak it. Everyone's dead probably. Captain Lisa showed me her treasure trove. It was full of junk. Junk with sentimental value or something. She brought aboard some useless supplies for, like canned fruit. Gotta fight scurvy if we're gonna be out at the sea indefinitely. Indefinitely. We're living through the apocalypse, aren't we? There is no state of normality to return to after this. It's all getting washed away in the rain. Our entire civilization collapsing into the sea. But Captain Issa's used to the rain. The reports about the coast were wrong. Looking down, you would always see clouds and mist, sure, but the reports didn't say. No. I mean, the reports were bullshit. Captain's words. She saw the sun only 10 days in a year. So it's all freaked then. I don't know what I should be doing. And look. And end the episode. Let's end it. End this and look. End the episode as well. You know what? So far, so good. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed this. I'm digging this story. I don't know if I'm digging being a hostage, but it's fine. Actually, technically, I'm not. But, well, whatever. To be fair, our captor is kind of an enjoyable character. Not gonna lie. The laughter. Let's go. I needed that. Anywho, Disaster Log C. Hope you guys and not guys enjoyed this first episode. As I said, we'll continue tomorrow. You know, like the video if you enjoyed. And subscribe if you haven't already. That way you will get the info. Oh, Lynx uploaded second episode of Disaster Log C. And you will get that notification tomorrow. That's right. What else? What else? Do you guys have your own boats? I don't, obviously. But maybe you guys have. Do you know how, or you know, if you don't have a boat, do you know how to actually steer like a proper boat? I don't know either as well, to be honest. I probably could do that for. I mean, is it that hard? Maybe. Like, if you have to do it professionally and so on, then yeah, I assume it would be, but like a boat that you take, well, when on vacation? Probably not so bad. Or maybe it is. Whatever. Just tell me if you know how to steer. Also, if you're into that stuff like Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. Follow me there as well. We are on Twitch, like once, sometimes twice a week, with Genshin. Yeah, that's all the info. Oh, and link to the game in the description as per usual. It's on itch.io. Okay, that's not it. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see you tomorrow as well. Bye bye.